hello, hello, hello. And welcome to our late, delayed kitchen tour, which we were supposed to do yesterday, but we were detained out and about taking care of a few things. So, my apologies on that. So, we're going to start this tour today, Sunday, at 5 instead of, the cooking one being the only live stream for today. So, let's see here. Charles Brandt, Attitude, how you doing, both of you gentlemen? Margaret Storms, how you doing? And to everybody out there in YouTube land, welcome to the show, as it were. So we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to. I've posted some comments on a couple different Facebook groups about truck cooking, healthy truck cooking, cooking from a truck, big truck cooking. Several different posts, or groups on there that focus on truck driving, make cooking in a truck. I'm not the only one who does it, obviously. I think I do it a little bit differently than a lot of people. Be blood. I appreciate stopping in anyway. So we are, like I said, I do things a little bit differently. Yes, it is Sunday. It's still, we managed to save a little bit of it. So, quote unquote, Saturday. When this was supposed to be done, we were kind of delayed, taking care of some personal things outside the truck. So, we're just going to try to make up for it for today. So, we're going to basically just go through the setup in the truck, some of the tools that I use, and some of the things that normally will not be on a truck for, to cook with, to cook. So normally you sit right there facing this way. This is the driver's side window, refrigerator here. This is all my closed cabinet here, sitting on the bunk. Now, before, like I've mentioned previously, we have baskets on the wall. This basket here and this one here are the first ones I put in. I've added 2 more baskets here. And as you can see, I've added some hooks right there for hats and, little bags that can hang up. And there are times where I've used this tripod to film from your side, film this way. But we're going to kind of reverse that in a little bit. So, just wanted to go through some of the things that I have on the truck that maybe could be useful to other truck drivers, and to see how, give you a kind of behind the scenes glimpse of my kitchen. Now, the vast majority of the stuff I had before my friend came on the truck with me, Christina, there's some things that she has put on the truck which I never would have used or may not have used. But and plus there's 2 things that you really haven't seen me use in the live stream as well. So we're going to kind of go through that. So we're going to, let me put my other, see, I use this reflective material here, and it's got the bubble wrap in the middle. I use this for my window insulation and privacy. So we're going to put this other one up here to cut down that little bit of that glare there. All right, that's a little bit better. The glare of it reflecting off the one in the driver's mirror. What am I using for my videos? Well, I use a GoPro Hero 7. I originally had a GoPro Hero 5 black. I've got some black. I will be getting a Hero 9 very soon. Very soon. Currently, I have also an iPad. This is an iPad 3. An iPad 3, like a 10.5 or 10.7. I don't remember the exact size. I have used in the past an iPhone X or 10, an iPhone 7. This is an iPhone XR or 10R. I have pre-ordered the iPhone 12 Pro. So you will be seeing some video from this. I don't do it often with this, but with the iPhone 12 Pro, you're going to see more of that. And I also have some of these little mini, knockoff, supposedly 4K, little action cameras. I have 3 of these, which I've used on occasion. I should use them a little bit more, but trying to do work and try to set up cameras and deal with all that. And then also, this is a MacBook, 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2018. This is a MacBook Pro, which I will be looking to replace by the end of the year with a brand new MacBook Pro and a brand new iPad Pro, that a little bit larger, the new iPad Pen, that new Apple Pencil. I'm looking to replace the Apple Watch with the brand new Series 6. That's an Apple Watch 3. Now just upgrading everything, blah, blah, blah. So camera, phone, extra cameras, a computer, all that jazz. And then the editing software I use is Final Cut Pro for my regular edited vlogs, and also I'm using StreamYard here for the live stream. Now, if you look up here, so this is going to be my new food channel, which I'm going to be working on that as well. So I am streaming to Hungry for the Road. This Trucker's Life, of course, is this one. And then also the Facebook as well. So, like I said, Hungry for the Road is going to be strictly food. I might be moving away this Trucker's Life from having as much food related stuff and keep that the trucking stuff, but since it's this Trucker's Life, it's kind of like everything together. All the stuff that involves me being in a truck, around a truck, loading, driving, shopping, eating, all that, it all goes together, so. I've always liked Apple. It's always been a good system for me. I've had BlackBerry, I've had Android, and Apple, the way it all integrates together, it just works for me. I'm not saying you have to go get it by any stretch of imagination. Everybody has their own way of doing things. I don't need such amount of let me change this. Yeah, that might be a little better. Sorry about the lines in here, from the extra lights. Let me see if I can put a little shield on that. Hold a second. There we go. Didn't notice those lines there for a second, so let me see if I can make a little. Just going to take an old business card here and just kind of fold that. See if that'll. There, that's better. There we go. Just shield the camera a little bit from a little bit of that glare. There we go. That's a little better. So we're going to take a quick look at what we got. Looking at the kitchen side itself. All right. So here we go. All right. Let me get my little shield here because it needs it. There we go. All right, so the very top up here, I have a little, little cubby there. Right up there, just right above my fingertip, is the roof of the of the cab, of the sleeper, as it were. Got an open cabinet there. No way for things to stay up there, so it kind of just wedged in there for the most part. So we're going to pull that down. We're going to look at everything in there. Here's where I have my printer, which dealing with permits, driving and whatnot, I have to have a printer so I can get my permits printed and, I can be legal on the road. And above that, I built this little wooden shelf here. It's got a little bit of a cleat so things will fall out. So all my pots and pans now reside here. They used to be in the cabinet here, but since I've done what we're going to see in here, I had to make this little shelf here, get that up there. So I got a little tray, cast iron pan, 2 square 9-inch pans, round 9-inch pan, universal lid, a couple of little 6-inch pans, and 2 8-inch woks. And everything is separated by a little cotton towel, a little square cotton wash towel. That way it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't rattle, they ain't clinking and banging against each other. They ain't wearing out as fast. Right? And then we're going to go here in, we're going to go look at the kitchen the kitchen cabinet here. Let me move the cable for the electrical plug out the way. So let me turn that off so you can see everything. So this is behind the passenger seat. Passenger seat's right here. And I got a little rolling cart for necessities and whatnot. But so it's a little bit shorter than the closed cabinet behind you. But here we go. So in the door, you got a little extra little stuff here, blah, blah, blah. My tall utensils, spatula, scoop, a sharpening steel, ladle, tongs, just sits right there. Down here, an electrical cord. I don't know why I have that. That needs to go away. Trash bags, whatnot. My vacuum charger will sit right in there as well. So this cabinet here is all plywood construction, 1/2-inch plywood, and it's basically just wide enough that it slits in between the frame here and here. I had to take off this latch right here, the latch catch, which right here hooks into that. I had to take this off. Had to take the door up, so it took the screws out of here and took the door off and slid that in. So the overall interior width from here to here is 13 1/4 inches. And this just barely slides in through that. Now I try to use the maximum amount of height because up behind these bowls right here, so I got some, we got a little bit of Tupperware type, plastic, containers. Let me pull one of those out. So, clear lids, got a large section, small section. We got 3 of those. On top here, I got a large, guy's trying to escape. We'll go through that in a little bit. So, on the very top, just because there's a closed bar behind there's not a lot I can put up there. So I can put these here. I got a large, I'll go ahead and take that out, I guess. Might as well show everybody. So we got our large cutting board. So my hand by comparison. And I am going to take my sander and I'm going to take the paint off of this side. So I actually have, I don't have to worry about what side I'm cutting on because I don't like the paint. I got it for the size and its thickness. So you see that hanging bar there for clothes, which we don't need, but I got a piece of wood at the back and a piece of wood here on the side to hold it nice and steady. So this sits up there and it won't fall down. And we just kind of tuck these up in here, out the way. Hey, Kane Henson, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Well, we try there, B-Blood, we try. All right, so we're going to start at the top, I guess. So I'm going to move this out the way. So I have a cleat on each side, just screwed in to the sidewall. And this static shelf does not come all the way to the front. It's got about 2 inches roughly to the front edge of the drawer. All my Japanese food is right here. Now, a couple other things are in there as well, but if you know who that is, you're awesome in my book. Whoever knows who that is, say so. You win nothing, but at least you know. So, I have several coffee cups. I don't drink coffee, but I have cups for hot chocolate. So, I got this one. Let's see. I got a large one. So, here's a normal size cup. Then here's the my big donut cup when I want basically a double serving. I have sort of an old time stoneware look. I keep my fresh garlic in this one. I have another one around here, which I believe is up top, up there. We'll go through that thing a little bit. It's a Montana cup. It's a nice, long, thin one. Mr. Henson, we are doing A-OK. We have the weekend off. I don't deliver my load until Tuesday up in Jackson, Tennessee. I'm only 330 miles away from that, which we're going to do first thing tomorrow, then rest tomorrow afternoon, evening, then have a crane lift off our load. All right, so like I said, I always have fresh garlic on the truck. I have a garlic press, which we'll take a look at in a minute. So here is all my, like I said, all my Japanese ingredients are here. So I got a couple of these containers. Got the little lock there. Kind of just, comes in, lock goes down, kind of seals it up. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect vacuum seal, but pretty good. So in here, I keep my miso soup mix, imported from, Japan. Kikkoman is a Japanese brand, one of my favorite Japanese brands out there. I got a little tube of wasabi and my ramen soup base, my umami soup base. Whenever I make a ramen, one of these little quote-unquote tea bags, boil it in a little bit of water, makes a great soup base. So I keep that in there. This is approximately 40 or 50 ramens for that soup base. I got, like I said, the miso soup, which stands basically alone, a little small cup. I got about 5 or 6 of those in there. Not too bad. So we got here. So we got some soba dipping sauce. Now this is not it's not Kikkoman, but this is actually a pretty good one. So when I make soba noodles, hey, B Blood, no problem. You just have a good day. Appreciate you. So whenever I want soba and I need a dipping sauce, this is what I'm using. Not too bad. Goes good with a buckwheat noodle. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Now, along with that, I actually got this in a kit. A quick little Amazon kit. So it came with a melamine cup to put your sauce in, dip your noodles, and away you go. That came in the kit. Let me see. So here are the buckwheat noodles that came with that kit, which I haven't gotten into this one yet because I still have other packs. This is a little bit longer noodle than what the other pack is, so we're good to go. But got that in the pack, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 servings of the noodles. It comes with a little plastic soba tray, which I will be replacing this with a good quality wooden or bamboo tray, because this thing sucks, but what do you want for El Cheapo? All right, so let me grab some other stuff here. So here is the original soba noodles that I got. Yamagata Tobakiri noodle. I got these through Amazon. No, I actually got these at the Japanese store near my sister's house here in near Marietta, Georgia. Pretty good noodle. So once these ones here are done, then I will use these soba noodles here, and we'll have a good time with that. I got another container back here. The same kind of little locking box. I got some chopped up soy, seaweed in there. And then I got a bag of tempura mix. You know, the flour to make tempura, and I got the instruction manual here just to be just try to be neat and organized. And the same thing just sits on. You flip that, expands it, gives it a little bit of a seal. And that just sits all the way in the back there. And I have several packs with 8 servings each of ramen noodle. And I got a double pack of that. So I actually have, let's see, that's 8. I have 24 servings there. And I still have 3 servings here. And this is the brand right there. This is available on Amazon. Mr. Brad Parks, how you doing? All right, so as you can tell, I kind of like ramen. All right, and then also some Japanese S&B mild curry. This is always a good thing for a quick meal. Stick all that. Try to stick that back in here somewhat neatly. And I try I try storing them flat so they don't get all banged up as much as possible. Because the noodle is pretty decent, it's good, but because it's dry, of course, it's going to be brittle. Stick that back in there like that. I'm going to put our soba away here. Here's my other coffee cup, little Montana, tall, thin one. Works pretty good. We're going to stick that off to the side. And like I said, put our dashi and wasabi away. Got that cup sitting there. Always try to put things away a little bit as organized as possible. So set that right there. And I got my chocolate in this cup here. And of course, I got some decent imported from Japan wooden chopsticks. In Japanese, we call these hashi, H-A-S-H-I. And I had little bamboo ones that were absolute garbage. These are a little bit nicer, a little bit higher quality, all wood, properly made. Now what I need is an actual wooden case to put those in. I'm not putting them in my utensil drawer here. Keep them all separated. So that just sits up in there like that. But that, for the most part, is the main part of the strictly Japanese ingredients. I do got a little soy sauce at the bottom, but the only reason it's down there because that's actually a little bit too tall to fit in there. If I had a container, I might find a bottle that fits in there a little bit better, gives a little better control for the pour. I will do that. All right, so this is going a little bit slower than I thought it would be, but we may just, when 6 o'clock comes around, we're going to quickly shift gears and stop this live stream, go right into the live stream for dinner. Still not going to tell you what it's going to be because a last minute vote made a little bit of a change. So, but I think we'll all be happy. I'll be happy. It's not the meal that I want that has been selected, but that's the whole point of it, right? So here on the second shelf, this is an actual pull-out drawer. We picked up some barbecue sauce. We got some better potato soup. You saw the last potato soup video. This is a better brand. I made sure I have got that on the truck because this is really good for wintertime. We got our imported Japanese ramen bowls. Seen those before. We got 2 of those in there. And like I said, I use the towel to keep things, separated so they don't bang up against each other. Miracle Whip. A thing of Bisquick pancake mix. Not my idea. We got relish on the truck. I don't like relish. This is for Christina. Some chili con queso. A bottle of, Classico, my favorite pasta sauce that's already pre-made. This is the traditional. We got another can of tomato soup. We got some whole peeled tomatoes. We got some refried beans. Corned beef hash. Some chicken devil or Underwood chicken spread. Great on some Ritz crackers or even on Triscuits, or even as a sandwich. It works pretty good. So let's get all that back on there. Let's try to. Unfortunately, I can't stand that up, so I gotta lay that one down. These 2 like that. Just gotta lay down there. It is a little bit of a Jenga type situation, unfortunately, but when you have no space whatsoever, that's kind of what you got to do. So I forgot everything goes back on here, so we're just going to kind of do that. There we go. And whatever. Okay, so. Yes, sometimes you just got to wedge them in there. And we keep, this is an old, like this, a beef jerky tin, little plastic thing. Mr. Ross Rums, how you doing? Nothing cooking yet. 6 p.m. The live stream for the cooking will start. This live stream will end, and we'll go from there. So we just got this beef jerky. Comes in these little containers like this. Here we got extra condiments from restaurants. So duck sauce and Chinese mustard, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, tartar sauce, barbecue packs. Just just have that in there. And like it says right there, a little bit of basmati rice. Just tuck that in right there. We just kind of just make things fit as we can. Hopefully that stays. Now we got our cutlery drawer. Probably get a little bit better in here. So built the drawer, of course, with the slides we got from Home Depot, just like the wood or Menards or Lowe's, whatever hardware store you have. Just 2 by 2 inch or a 1/2 inch thick plywood, sanded, rounded over the edges, basically screwed everything together. A little bit of glue, bit of measurement. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination because I don't have the ability to make everything truly square. I don't have all the proper tools for that. A standard insert for a kitchen drawer, little divider here. And you've all seen my kitchen knives, my main chef knives. We have a small rolling pin, and this can pop out like that. And so wooden spoons, garlic press right here. This is one actually an IKEA model, which works pretty good. I like this one because the little cup here that you put the garlic in and press through is actually removable, so it's easier to clean. Some little small knives, little paring knives, little sharpener, little knife sharpener here. Not the best, but it fits, so it works just fine. Little spatulas here and little measuring spoons. 2 different styles of spoon, a round and a pointed spoon. And forks, standard forks there. A couple of whisks, couple little little scrubber toothbrush-like things. Can opener, peel, little whisks. And that all fits right in there, nice and neat. We just put this right in the front of there. Got this knife just sits right there on the side, just big enough. We were fortunate to be able to get that out of the way. And these two knives just sit up in here in their sheaths. It goes back like that. This is where primarily all the other ingredients are. Now, it doesn't come out as far as I would like, but there you go. So, beans, peppercorns, more tuna, peanut butter, Reynolds wrap, some dry spaghetti, a little, finishing pepper mill, some instant mashed potatoes. Not exactly the best, but we need to do something fast. Just add water, stir it up. It works pretty good. We got some brown sugar, 5-hour energy, some sesame seeds. If you saw the Mongolian beef episode the other week, you got that. So we got a little thing of sesame seeds, red pepper flake, some Weber Grill roasted garlic and herb. Got a little salt crock here. Trying to go a little bit faster than normal here. So we got bay leaves, garlic powder, more red pepper flake, or the chili powder, a little more red pepper flake, some baking soda or baking powder, some Indian curry powder, thyme, cornstarch, right here in this little container here, more Weber roasted garlic, got a bit of all-purpose flour, and down on the very bottom here, we keep our taller things like soy sauce, bit of canola oil, which I prefer peanut oil and olive oil, but there we go. Some Italian seasoning, oregano, thyme, marjoram, basil. What else? I think that's about it. I recently picked up a battery-powered salt and pepper grinder. Very happy with that. A little bit bigger than I thought they'd be, but nice. I enjoy using that. Of course, we got our Instapot here. I have a steamer basket with that and a metal liner cooking vessel, which is always nice to have. That's what we got back here. Yep. So I got a big thing of cinnamon from when I do French toast. Always good. Hey, Mother F Trucker, how you doing? So we got that in there. I got some, what do I got in there? I got some Fritos bean dip. Wondra flour, good for making sauces and gravies. A thing of contadina tomato sauce. Some water chestnut, another thing of tuna there. Stick that back in there. Some Aunt Jemima syrup, maple syrup, imitation, of course. So all that sits in there like that. We just kind of mash it in there, make it fit as best we can. You never know how it's going to fit till you pull something out and find out it doesn't fit anymore. But that's pretty much that cabinet. Like I said, building that cabinet was not that difficult. So, I'm not gonna cry too much about it. Put that back in there. There we go. And people have said, well, how do you keep that stuff from falling out? Well, that's what the door does, so not a problem. Yeah, so we got 34. Okay, so there we go. So of course, everybody knows I have a standard hot plate. And whoops, sorry about that. We got a panini maker, So you just got the contact grill on the top and bottom. Works fairly well. Chicken, fish, burger, cheese sandwich, whatnot. All right, so let's look up a little bit here. Oh, I have a little board here, a little table, flip out legs, and that sits right inside the cabinet here. Really doesn't fall over, so it allows me to shut the door, so everything is good. Let's see, let me put this back on there. There we go. Probably that's a little better. All right, so, and normally I'm cooking on a little roll-up camp table. This one I just got off of Amazon. You know, typical made-up Chinese name, Yahil. So, not entirely that impressive a piece of kit, but it works. So, pots and pans. I really don't have any pots as of a sort, but hey, like I said, everything's separated with a little cotton wash towel. So we got a little 8-inch mini wok, flat bottom, non-stick. I got 2 of those. We have 2 pans, little 6-inch pans, like that. We just, like I said, just try to nest everything together, stack them up nice and neat. Just sits right here above the printer on the shelf I built. Get that out the way. Then here is the larger pans. So a universal lid, a 9-inch round. I have 2 9-inch squares. Now, this already exceeds what 99% of all truck drivers will have. I got a nice cast iron pan, skillet. Once I finish the interior here, this surface in here, this could be really non-stick. Little tray, little vacuum pump, and also for the containers I have, the plastic containers, I got a little adapter to marinate inside a plastic container. Stick all that there. And all that just sits right here on this little, like I said, 1/2-inch plywood shelving. And I put a little cleat on there so it doesn't slide out. Remains pretty steady. All right, so before I built the cabinet here, all my utensils were in this container like this. I have several of these, but one I have vitamins and minerals in. Another one that I emptied out, I put into my toolbox. Holding tools, Pug Face. Media, how you doing? And Mr. Ralph Floto, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see you there. Well, Pug Face, most truck drivers do eat garbage. That's why they're not the healthiest people around. I love to cook, so I have the space to be able to do so, I have the time to do so, and I have the desire to do so. So here we have all of our little snack things, little beef jerky and jelly beans, and Mr. Brad Parks probably knows this one, little Australian licorice type thing, licorice candy. Chips and little gummies and little things like that are all contained in here. Yep, I don't know where that. Sorry about that. A little bit of light just creeping through. There we go. Okay. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. But so that container there. I have another Instapot, cooking vessel. This one is a non-stick version. Big Houston, how you doing, sir? I have not watched your latest video yet. I am planning on doing that as soon as I can, but you know how trucking is, you know how video is, so you'll pause that. So, I got the this Instapot. This is a 3-quart This is the non-stick vessel, so when I'm doing sticky things with sugar, things with, like rice, things that are sticky, this is the better one to use. They come out a little bit better. So, little small bowl there. My last of 10, so 9 have broken. Little IKEA bowl. And I got some of these plastic bowls, 50 cents at Walmart, stain resistant, good in the microwave, good in the dishwasher, hot, cold, doesn't matter. These are actually pretty good. Now I don't like plastic, but these are pretty good. I got a little steamer insert for the Instapot, and I just nest all that stuff together. And I got a silicone lid for the Instapot, vessel, which just helps to contain everything. So we got that set up to the side, and that just rests on top of this basket. Let's see if I can't get this out here. Here we go. So we got a little kettle for boiling some water. And that's not a bad thing there, Pugface. So, like I said, up on this cabinet, all the way up on top here, that's where that sits. And I just got this little this cloth side basket, which I keep all the other odds and ends in, things that just don't fit anywhere else. So, this little thing goes with the panini maker, catches the drippings. Keep my dish soap in there. We have a microplane. You see the brand in there. Little grater box. So slice, large grate, like a cheese grate there, a medium size. Then a very fine size right there. Got a stick blender. So just put this business down in your thing. Just blend things up. This little basket came with an Emeril Lagasse air fryer. The only part that I kept out of it, because the rest of it was junk. 4 little plastic plates, 2 square, ceramic plates, a kitchen scale, a silicone placemat, trivet, various little cups, measuring cups, another vacuum sealer, a little tray for inside the Instapot. Put your baked potatoes on there, get things up out the water. And if you've seen before the pasta episodes, we got little pasta cutters. We got a veggie slicer, a little spiral cutter. We're gonna be using that soon. Spatula and some little bamboo skewers. Now, the latest acquisition that I am really excited about. Let me get all this other stuff back in the bin here. The latest acquisition, which I've used one time so far and am enjoying and look forward to using even more so. And we just got a few accessories for it today. Stick this right back where it belongs. It sits up there. Everything's kind of just wedged in. Put that back. This goes back up there. And everything just kind of holds itself in place just because it's wedged in there. But this is the one. Hey, Maureen, Michelle, and Ken. How you doing? Welcome in. From the old Philippines. How are you doing? Military family, I'm assuming. I was in Japan for 10 years as a military dependent. So I know the life. I appreciate it. Navy brat myself. So thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. Hopefully I give you some decent ideas for cooking from a Peterbilt 389 truck. I'm a truck driver, as the title says, This Trucker's Life. So just doing a kitchen tour right now. We'll be starting dinner in about 15 minutes. So hopefully you tune into that live stream following this one. So I just got an immersion cooker, a sous vide, SUSOUSVIDE, 2 words, French immersion cooker. This just clamps on the edge of a pot or pan. Plug it in, set the temperature, set the time. Water goes in, gets heated, gets circulated, and there we go. Well, yes, sir, I'm pretty sure you just woke up. I am on the East Coast right now, so we're looking at about 14, almost 15-hour difference to you there in the PI. But I do appreciate you coming by. Unfortunately, I never got to the Philippines myself. Like I said, I was in Japan for 10 years. But I do know the life, so I thank you for joining me this morning, as it were. We are now at 5:46 p.m. So this little immersion cooker, sous vide machine, I'm going to have fun with this. Now that's typically something you will never find on a truck. Typical. And today, my sister was kind enough to come up to the truck stop and bring me my brand new silicone bags. There we go. So, nice heavy silicone bags. They got a little locking strip. Open up. Stain resistant. I bought my sister a set of this as well. Got a little scrubber there. I have 4 of these small size. And they got various colors, so white, blue, green, and red, all kind of pale. But you put your food inside, whatever you're going to marinate or sous vide or whatnot. Let's see what this says. And it's even got measurements on the outside. I know it's very hard to see there. Cups, fluid ounces, and milliliters. It's even got a max line where you really shouldn't fill up past that. So 1,000 milliliters, 4 cups, 30 fluid ounces on the small one. It's got a little stand here. You put like that and you adjust up and down to help you to open it up so you can scoop stuff in, so not too bad. And then the larger one, let me get one of the larger ones out here. Same exact construction. 6 cups, 1,500 milliliters, 50 ounces. 50 fluid ounces. So I can't wait to play with that. Do some good sous vide steak or chicken or whatnot. Little scrubber pad. Feels really nice to help with cleaning. And this little locking top. It's got a little groove on there. Just slides right on like that. And pinches that close. Even got a little hole here to put it on, hanging from the hook. Not too bad. I think there was like a $12, $13 on Amazon. Something like that. Metal straw thing. And then, a little instruction manual here. Even gives you instructions on the best way to clean the little grooves on there, which is always the big thing. So that's not too bad. That's my something for work. All right, 10 more minutes to go, and I had to think just a few more things. So right here on this shelf that I built as well, sitting over the foot of the bed, feet go right under here. But all my kitchen towels sit right here. Now I had my ramen bowls here and a few other things here, but building the cabinet here, now this is just my kitchen towels. Square little cotton towels. And the big regular size kitchen towels. I do not like paper towels. I do not like paper plates, plastic plates and bowls, and plastic knives and forks. I want to eat a meal and enjoy eating the meal as if I was in a home. Because for the meantime, this truck is my home. While I save to buy property to build the house that I eventually want to live in. Now, all right, so we do have several cookbooks. This is a keto one, for a slow cooker. We got like 4 or 5 cookbooks on the truck. All right. So I got my Italian pasta bowls. Nice design. These are reminiscent of a Williams and Sonoma design, which I had a set of. This is about the closest I could ever find, because that's not, Williams Sonoma doesn't make this particular style of bowl with this similar pattern. I love that pattern, but this is the closest I can find. This is from Mikasa, which you can find online, Mikasa. This is the Classico. Yeah, Classico. Microwave and dishwasher safe. These are made in Portugal. I got 4 bowls, and I got a large serving bowl, which is kind of ridiculous on a truck. I know, but I made chicken and dumplings a while ago, and I used that bowl to make up the dumpling dough. So, all right, last little bit here. Let me move my my Subway sandwich out the way. Now, let me turn that up here. Let's see here. So up here in this little cabinet right here, we have a few other things, and all the way up there, there's a few things which Christina has primarily added to the truck. But just use this board to keep everything from falling out, just like that. So a little bit of coffee creamer, not mine. We just picked up, Christina loves these little things, so we got what is called a dash, a little mini grill. So this one is a flat griddle, so a pancake, a hash brown, egg, whatnot. And she's got the little waffle maker. So we have those on the truck now. This Zedjed spice mix, shrimp. We have seafood, fish, pork rub, chicken, beef. These are really good if you want a Hungarian thing. This bag here, extra trash bags, when we get from Walmart and whatnot. Put them in there. Some olive oil. And I got these through Amazon, these little kind of cereal containers. Hot chocolate mix, Japanese style rice, flour. What else we got up there? We got cream of wheat, oatmeal, sugar, and all of Christina's coffee, tea, and hot chocolate packets are all in there. So we keep that up there. It's nice and neat. We got almond flour, honey, au jus sauce, coconut, ghee, and some various other, Pakistani and Indian type, spices, whatnot. And basically, we just try to put everything in as neat a place as possible, so that it isn't falling out while we're going down the road. And you'll see more of those Pakistani Indian dishes that Christina will make, a lot of those, because I've never had that repertoire. Japanese, Chinese, Italian, Mexican, that's a little bit more my forte. Well, thank you, Maureen. I appreciate it. Maureen and Ken vlog. They're in the Philippines right now. What branch of service are you in? If you wouldn't mind, because definitely, like I said, I was a Navy dependent, as a child. 10 years in Japan, 1974 to 1978, 1982 to 1988. So that is pretty much the extent of it. I mean, your standard stuff in the refrigerator and freezer, a little bit of meat, a little bit of vegetable, bouillon, demi-glace, tubes of Miracle Whip, mustard, ketchup, salad dressing, all that general stuff. But that's the large portion of the kitchen I have here on the truck. Like I said, we're going to try to make. I try to make my meals as close to I would have in a house as much as I can. You know, just to make sure that even though I am on the road, I'm not eating garbage all the time. Yeah, I'm going to have a Subway sub or a burger at times or whatnot. You know, so it's one of those things where, you know, I want to feel like I'm as quote unquote normal, you know, like somebody in a house would be, even though I'm in a truck. From the back of the seat right here to the back wall, let me move this around a little bit more, to the back wall right here, about 5 feet 5 inches. From the wall over here behind this cabinet here to the wall right here, that's 7.5 feet. From the floor right up to the ceiling here, 6.5 feet. You take out this cabinet, refrigerator right here, a little bit of cubbies up there. You take out a full, you know, a standard bed, you know, a twin size bed. Take out this cabinet here and that stuff there. Not a lot of room for one person, but now we got 2 people in the truck, even less. So I want to say thank you very much for joining on the little bit of a kitchen tour here. If you do have any questions on Facebook, you can find me. And I will try to post that with the next one. Linda Barker, always a pleasure to have you. How you doing? And Melanie Elizabeth, nice to have you here on the channel as well. Appreciate it. I know you watch a couple other truck drivers as well. Thank you for joining me in this. So we're going to stop this live stream. The next one, which is the dinner selection menu, we already have a winner. So unfortunately, I can't have any more votes for tonight's menu. But we will review it, and we will get started here in a moment. I got to get my things set up. So thank you all very much for joining me on the little bit of a kitchen tour, as it were. And I hope to see you in a few moments for the live stream starting at 6 p.m. Eastern in about 2 minutes. I'm going to get myself set up. We're going to get the ingredients out of the refrigerator, cut, prepped, and taken care of in the way that needs to be done for the meal. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. You'll have to tune in to the next live stream here in about 1.5 minutes. So hopefully you all have the information there, but just tune back in the channel and it'll come through. Facebook will be the same. Facebook, This Trucker's Life, and Hungry for the Road, like I said, which is going to be my primary food channel. So hopefully you all subscribe to that one as well. I do appreciate it. So God bless, and I hope to see you in a couple minutes. Thank you very much.